Oh, I'm going to get into this one. The government of Jersey is debating gazumping and gazundering at some point soon. I never thought I'd agree with Deputy Andrews on anything, but life is full of surprises. I have made my opinion very clear on the property buying process here in Jersey.
It's mental.
Since no one in the government of Jersey really pays attention to an estate agent, vested interest I suppose, this video is the stories and testimony from the local population of their own experiences. Before I start, a couple of points. I am keeping them anonymous, but I do have a document with all of them on. I am not reading out every story I receive because that would take too long. The people who kindly shared their stories come from all parts of the market. It is an issue that affects everyone. Some are quite long, so I have paraphrased. Again, I have everything in full. Here we go. Testimony number 1. In Scotland, we accepted an offer on our house, signed missives, legal contract, and moved house. Easy. In Jersey, I've been in a chain of potential buyers and sellers for 10 weeks. We're all hoping and praying the chain doesn't break. The removals are lined up, the utility companies have been advised, but it won't all be legal until if it goes through court on Friday. The Jersey process is fraught with risk and stress and benefits absolutely no one. Number 2. We were scammed out of $5,000 the night before completion. Allegedly, a previous buyer who pulled out was back and offering $5,000 more and was ready to go that day of court. They then magically called me at about 5 p.m. the night before. Sorry to bother you. The whole process is fucked. Not my words. Number 3. We had an offer accepted at full asking on a house purchase. First baby due a few months later, only added to the stress. 2 days before court, the seller took the house off the market with no explanation. Us and the agent were left flabbergasted after a month of viewings and negotiation, especially after we had to undertake some expensive drainage surveys and paid some legal and mortgage costs. The had even benefited from my surveys that I shared with him in negotiation, which didn't lead to any discount off asking, cost me about $7,000 all in. 4. My sale was due to complete last Friday after being on the market for over 12 months. The house is being sold due to a separation. On the Friday morning, my ex-partner refused the sale and to supply vacant possession, so the sale is now deferred potentially until the 25th of July. However, I have still incurred removal costs, sought rental accommodation, etc. Finally, number 5. Our buyer pulled out the day before going through court, so we were lumped with lawyer costs and having to find a new buyer. I have more, but I hope that makes the point. Themes are common enough for you to see. Pulling out the day before, last minute price increases and decreases, unsurety all the way to the end. Yes, the government is debating gazumping and gazundering, pre-sale agreements and all that. It is a step in the right direction, but honestly, do you want to fix the problem, decrease the stress of an already very stressful process? I've said it before, but I'll reiterate. All information up front before an offer is made. Regulate the process, create an inflection point where people agree, and then if they play games after that point, they will get fined. Pre-sale and completion on different dates to allow people to move, create certainty as much as possible at least. We could even abolish going through court, but that may be a step too far. Jersey doesn't seem to like change at all. Well, those in power at least. Yes, this subject comes up in cycles. Yes, if it all goes to plan, it is a quick process. Yes, people buy houses. But f me, it needs some tweaking, don't you think? Probably from smarter people than me at that. I am still looking for more stories. If you have one, please let me know. The more we have, the higher the impact with the powers that be. If only we had a housing minister that actually purchased a property.